So I decided I'm going to rebuild this guy. Got an R3 2023 Yamaha, of course. I think she's quite beautiful. We've got 7,000 miles on the odometer. She wasn't a crash. They said she was going about 35 miles per hour when it happened. I don't know if that's true. Just looking at the shocks here, this one's completely bent. Doesn't move at all. So I've got all the new parts on the way, you know, full struts, the lower triple tree. I've got the ignition. That's probably the worst part to replace on this. Just because of the security bolts, there's going to be 4 of them to get it out. What I did is I took my angle grinder, I put a slit in each of them, and I'm just using a flathead to get it off, and that's working fine. The entire bike is pretty clean other than where it was crashed. I already have all the broken parts off, I think. I'm going to replace the outer shell of this. Yeah, I've got the paint polished and ceramic coated, so it's looking pretty good. I've got everything pretty much as cleaned up as it's going to be. With this guy, I have to replace it because on the bottom it broke. And this is how you actually hot wire these guys. You push these two together, and there's a screen upside down. But basically what happens is you twist the key in here, there's a little metal piece that turns, and it hot wires these two together so that power gets sent to the rest of the bike. So what I did is I got a new ignition, I got a new lock for the gas tank, and then I got a new lock for the trunk, along with the key, maybe 2. I don't remember if it came with 2 or not. But that'll be pretty easy. It was only 140 bucks or so. The most expensive part that I'm replacing is going to be the front fork. Kind of obvious, but the 2 shocks, the whole lower assembly, along with the lower triple tree. Obviously this isn't supposed to be bent like that, but that took most of the damage, other than the front cone support. Radiator's pretty bad, leaking. This is the front cone here. You can't even really tell, honestly. We've got a broken headlight down there, and then a kind of good headlight here. It's got a crack in the back, but otherwise it would work. And then I've got broken fairing. Windshield is maybe reusable, but I got a new one. And then we've got the good fairing over here. It's got some scratching. It's not too bad. Good stuff over here. All this stuff is nice. So I'll be putting those back on the bike as soon as it's ready. Right now I'm just waiting on the whole front fork and everything to get here. It should be about a month. But I'm excited to start ripping. This is going to be my first bike ever. I don't even have my motorcycle license yet. So we'll get that going. But I think she's a beaut. I've rebuilt cars in the past, and it's really interesting. It's not as complicated as a lot of cars. But the weird thing about it, it's exactly the same almost, but in a way where everything is a little bit smaller and just a little more tight. But bikes are so much simpler, at least this type of bike. Just a Japanese, you know, an R3, a pretty cheap bike considering. But yeah, I'm excited to get on the road, excited to rip, and I'm excited to see you guys along the process.